was at a dance when he caught my eye.
Good morning, everybody. This is Lunchbox at Griffin Radio, and I'm here with DJ Supremus.
Howdy.
How you doing this morning?
Pretty good.
Enjoying a little Edie Gourmet here?
Yeah.
I know I am.
Absolutely.
One of these days I'll learn to actually
Get
my... Wow, that didn't make any difference whatsoever. Whatever.
Oh, well.
I can hear me. That's all I care about.
That's all that matters.
So how's your first... is this our third week?
Of school,
Yeah,
yes.
third week, yeah.
Second week of broadcasting. Ooh,
Second
la
week of
la.
broadcasting, third week of school. How's all your classes going so far?
Pretty good. A lot less stressful than I thought, but still very stressful.
Well, you're an old pro now, so I mean...
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for the noise. I'm doing this thing.
I'm
There.
so
Now I
sorry.
don't have to crane my head at an unusual angle,
You are
potentially crippling myself for life.
Immediately more, audible.
Sorry about that, yeah.
Oh,
Because,
I did nothing.
I like to talk about when I'm over here and nobody can hear what I'm saying because I'm on the other side of the room. But now,
oh my goodness.
now I'm here.
I like
and I'm
how we
present.
both made microphone noises. Oh my god.
Well, I really got to stop saying that. It's a habit now saying,
Well,
you know. That's a bad habit I got to break, but.
You know.
Oh, don't you know? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. So, welcome everybody to our 9 o'clock news roundtable here.
Oh yeah.
So I figured, what the hell? We'll just launch right into it, huh?
For sure, Z's, my dude.
It's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard, it's a hard rain. They're gonna fall.
A woman in Kelowna, British Columbia, is haunted by an experience she had nearly a month ago when she was sprayed by liquid poo.
Ooh. Oh no.
Susan Allen said on May 9th that she and her adult son were sitting in her car at a stoplight when the feces came pouring in through the sunroof. We were sitting there. Our car was inundated with liquid poo falling from the sky, she told globalnews.ca. I had it on my face, down my shirt. My entire car and the vehicle beside us were all covered in it, she said.
Oh, this is horrible.
Allen said that she and her son Travis watched the excrement fall as a large passenger plane flew overhead. The actual sensation of crap hitting their skin was something Travis will never forget. First, he said, he felt a cold sensation hit the side of his face and shoulder. Then the smell hit my nose, he said, and I vomited instantly. It was terrible.
Jeez, that's so bad. Oh, God. I can't even imagine,
An administrator for Transport Canada told her the government department would investigate the possibility of frozen lavatory waste called blue ice falling from an aircraft, according to the Globe and Mail newspaper. Allen claims that as a result of the feces rain, she now has conjunctivitis in both eyes. Ugh.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Oof.
I feel they should compensate me for the injuries. What if it had let go in a big chunk? Well, I mean, anybody's going to be injured if that happens, What if it went through my son's head and killed him? What if it came through my head and killed me? This could be a much different circumstance than just poop in my eye,
Wow. Wow, what a sentence. What a freaking sentence.
See, I said it again. You can't say that she's not being honest about that. I mean, it could have been much worse, but I can't imagine.
Yeah, no, it could have been worse. But
if I was in my
sentence,
car, yeah.
Just hearing that sentence of could have been much worse than poop in my eye is just
she's an optimist, She's an optimist. Honestly, if I was sitting in my car and I got strafed, I guess, by a passenger plane going overhead and, had crap land all over my car, in my face, just kill me.
Yeah, honestly.
I can't burn my skin, so there's going to have to be a second option, and it's not going to be the good one. Nope,
because I don't think I could get any lower than that, in my mind anyway. I know you can, but that's just...
You never really hit rock bottom. One person's basement is another person's ceiling,
Yeah.
It's just...
That would be my rock bottom, though, I think, would be being covered in someone else's doo-doo.
It's possible that a valve malfunctioned and allowed some leakage of the tank's content, the agency told the Globe and Mail by email. If this happens, the liquid seeping from the valves freezes and adheres to the outside of the aircraft when flying at high altitudes. The department said it does not keep statistics of blue ice incidents, but the Kelowna International Airport told Canada TV that it believes the liquid poo came from one of 3 planes that were passing overhead at the time. Allen said that her husband's fixed her air conditioning so she doesn't have to drive with the sunroof open.
That's good.
We used bleach and peroxide and cleaned the poop that was there. Then they just covered it with perfume, and now it smells like Calvin Klein 1, she says of her granddaughters who assisted her to scrub the car down.
Oh, my goodness.
Crap and CK1. That has got to be just a joy to drive around in.
It reminds me of the scene in Pulp Fiction, though, but like with poo.
Which, like the back of the car?
Yeah, they have to clean out the car.
Oh,
like,
God.
I imagine that's the kind of feel it would be.
But I wouldn't be vomiting. I wouldn't be vomiting in the back of the seat with the blood. I mean, at least
fair.
blood
I
smells
wouldn't.
like blood. It doesn't smell like an open septic tank.
Yeah.
So, of course, the next story I've got here just leads in
boy.
completely organically here. A health official in a Colombian city is urging residents to have less sex as a way to avoid dehydration during a heat wave that has impacted the area. In the Caribbean city of Santa Marta, where temperatures have hovered in the mid-90s for much of the month, Health Secretary Julio Salas told local radio station Radio Galan that residents should avoid sex during the day when temperatures are at their highest. Quote, "Avoid lovemaking or having sex at times when the temperature is high, especially at noon, because this activity places physical demands on you and increases your heart rate," Salas said, according to Columbia reports. He said if people are going to have sex, it's best to wait until the evening hours when temperatures decrease. However, Salas said temporary abstinence isn't necessary if your air conditioner is working. If you have good air conditioning, there is no problem, he says. So that's just a little
accent,
PSA.
like went into Russian at the end there.
I know. I know. Thank you for calling that out, though.
You're welcome.
Thank you for pointing out my shortcomings.
You're so welcome.
Nobody appreciates that more than I do. So that's just a little PSA for people who might be considering a little afternoon delight. Be careful, you could end up dehydrated and find yourself in the hospital.
I'm sorry, but not that I can really say much on this because I'm not a big, sex person in general, but why would you even want to? Why would you even want to during the day? When it's that hot? If it's really hot, I don't want anyone to touch me, let alone sleep with anyone. That's just that should go without saying, personally. But the fact that they did have to say something was a little.
I have to wonder if there had been a series of reports from the hospitals,
right? Of people being
people being
dehydrated
reported
because they had sex.
People reported to the hospital naked, sweaty, and smelling of Astroglide, just passed out from, not enough Gatorade.
Oh my goodness. So remember, if you're gonna make the whoopee during the day when it's too hot, bring some Gatorade.
Don't forget to do not forget to remind your partner to stay hydrated.
Indeed.
Take a
hydrate.
break. Take a break every 15 minutes and get a glass of water.
Right? Yeah, hydrate. Be sure to hydrate. It's good. No, make it like at a football game when they win and they dump the Gatorade on their coach, but dump it on your partner.
Yeah, there
hydrate.
You go. There
Gatorade.
you go. And it's refreshing.
There you go.
This story wasn't nearly as funny as I had hoped when I initially found it.
But it's still funny.
You know what? They can't all be grand slams. So
yeah, it's okay. Oh, boy.
A Slovakian woman was reportedly arrested after she played the same opera on repeat for 16 years.
I'm sorry, what?
The woman, identified as Ava by Hungarian news site Parameter? I don't know how they pronounce it. I guess it's Parameter. Was charged with harassment and malicious persecution for allegedly forcing her neighbors to repeatedly endure Giuseppe Verdi's La Traviata. Eva is said to have begun playing the opera 16 years ago to drown out the noise of a neighbor's barking dog and never stopped.
That's a new level of petty. Oh my god.
That woman deserves a medal.
Oh, she does. She deserves the medal for like most petty person in the world.
That's spectacular.
Longest period of petty.
She puts the movie The Grudge to shame.
Honestly, though.
I love Placido Domingo, one woman told Hungarian news site Index, referring to the singer whose version Ava played, but not like this. The whole street is suffering, another resident said. Ava faces up to 6 months in jail if found guilty of playing this for 16 years.
But like, I don't know. I don't think I would personally have a problem with that. But like
16 years.
Also, move out ?
Well, okay, let's just I'm just going to make a complete guess out my butt here. So let's say that an average opera is around 3 hours.
Yeah.
So that means that this person would have heard this one opera 8 times a day. 8 times a day for 365 days times 16.
Okay, but like I feel like it would be like let's see, like have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
I know the show, but no.
Okay, well there's an episode where like, they're in like someone's car, or it gets brought up like quite a few times, but like they only have one song, like, because the tape got like messed up, so it only plays one song on repeat in the car.
But that's
a problem,
though.
I feel like it would be like that to where they have like a whole series or sequence of like they are super into the song, and then they get really sick of the song, and then they get super into the song again. It just keeps going back around. I feel like it'd be like that. Especially with a 3-hour opera where, like, you don't have to constantly hear the same thing.
No, you don't. But the thing is, if you get into somebody's car that has a broken tape deck,
yes,
and that song starts to play and you hate the song, you're just getting into that car. You're just discovering that. You can get out at any time. You are not required to be in that car.
Yeah.
These people were already living there in the area. Absolutely not. No. As somebody who has a neighbor with a barking dog that will not shut up, I refuse to capitulate. Oh, no. This has been going on for a long time. So she was trying to drown out a barking dog. I sympathize with that.
Yes.
But that's one person's dog. She was tormenting her entire neighborhood because of one person's dog. I mean, that's...
Maybe I'm just really petty.
Well,
I think I might just be really petty.
I also have a tendency to get songs stuck in my head really easily, and it drives me insane. For weeks, I will have a song stuck. When what is it? Hosier came out with.
Oh no.
Somebody. Oh no.
Are you gonna get a song stuck
Goatsy
in my
came
head?
out with somebody I used to know. I always call him Goatsy because it amuses me. Gautier.
Yeah.
I hate that song. I despise it. Hate it. And it was in my head for anyway.
Dang it! Now you got that song stuck in my head.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Well,
why don't we just move on to the next one here?
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
An unidentified person is currently on a pooping spree in Orchard Park, New York. Per the New York Daily News, multiple homeowners have allegedly noticed human feces suddenly appearing on their lawns. According to the Buffalo News, one person even filed a police report. A concerned townsperson went so far as to take out an ad in the Orchard Park Penny Saver, a free community periodical. The ad says, "To the person who was pooping on our lawns in the village of OP," she wrote, "Stop!"
That's really going to get him to
stop. That's all the ad says. The ad also states that the homeowner has installed trail cams to try catching the pooper in the act. While this pooper may not be a copycat pooper per se, their crimes do resemble those of an infamous Colorado Springs mad pooper. It's a crime wave.
It is. No, I've heard of this before, and that's probably why I think it's so funny, is because it's happening again.
I know we talked about this. Remember the superintendent? Oh no, it wasn't in Colorado, but it was a superintendent at a school that was crapping on the athletic field. Remember that last year?
Yes, I do remember that. Oh my goodness.
That is how bad does your job have to be when you're at the top of the food chain, just below the school board, that you have to take out your aggressions or follow whatever bizarre internal compulsions to go out and repeatedly, not just once and have it out of your system, metaphorically and literally, but to constantly. He's...
and then here we are.
Let's see. In September, a jogger... Oh, no, it was in Colorado Springs. In September, that jogger defecated numerous times outside one family's home, eschewing the gas station and public park restrooms that were nearby.
Wait, so he continuously pooped on the same person's
the Colorado one. That is some passive aggression.
Yeah, that
right
sounds
there.
like passive aggressiveness. But the person who is currently pooping on like multiple people's
Yeah, this guy's branched out.
Yeah,
he's really...
this guy seems like he's doing it for attention. The other person was being passive aggressive. I think this person, because they already have an ad. What next thing you know, it's gonna be big.
Yeah, because as far as I'm aware, most people who crap on other people's yards are big, responsible members of the community who pay attention to the local newspapers. But this guy's really upping his game. He's reaching for the brown ring. I will tell you that.
The brown ring.
Let's see. Actually, I found this really funny too. Just kind of still about the original pooper, the Colorado Springs mad pooper.
Yes.
Eventually, a man claiming to represent the pooper's family apologized for her actions, attributed her actions to a traumatic brain injury. Now, this part just sets me off. The representative of the Colorado Springs mad pooper alleged that her right to poop in other people's yards was protected under the First Amendment.
Excuse me?
Which is patently not true.
Excuse me?
Oh, yes.
No. Big no. Absolutely not. I can't believe someone tried to argue
that. She's just expressing.
According to the First Amendment, I am allowed to poop on other people's property.
Under the First Amendment, you have
I don't know why I turned into an old woman, but
to extrude your opinion all over other people's yards. Express your opinion.
Oh. That's something else right there, let me tell you. That's something else.
Let's see.
Goodness gracious.
On July 15th, a Florida family awoke at 4 a.m. to the sound of a loud crash on their roof. The impact was apparently caused by a 15-pound frozen bag of ham and sausage.
Somebody bring me some ham!
I'm so excited. I've been waiting for the ham. Anyway.
Travis Adair, the homeowner, told WPLG Local 10 that he called the company listed on the bag of ham, and they didn't have any answers as to how or why it ended up on his roof. To make matters even more strange, a delivery address on the ham bag led to a man who lives 170 miles away, who says he also has no idea how it ended up on his roof at 4 a.m.
That is so interesting. That's so random.
The family was interviewed by Jimmy Kimmel about the incident on the July 19th episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live. Kimmel asked the family what his theory on the mystery meat was. They said, "We've tossed a lot of things around, and, you got your planes and your sausage-throwing machines.
Ham.
I think the only logical answer is a North Korean sausage missile. Although, that's a joke, but clearly that's not possible because North Korean ham-tossing technology hasn't progressed to that level.
North Korean ham tossing!
Ham.
Now, I have to wonder if this might have been a possible hate crime if the Adair family was Jewish.
Oh my
just tossing 15 pounds of pork at them? That's words for war.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
You got to look at all the angles.
Wow.
Because how else are you gonna?
You're getting me so bad with this ham.
What happened?
Where'd it go?
Stop?
Where'd the ham go?
Uh-oh.
Ham, where'd you go?
Ham.
Hello.
Ham.
Oh, there we go. Oh, thank God.
Oh, God. Oh, good. We have the ham back. We didn't want to lose it.
Ham.
Oh, my God.
No, I think they need some context. I have been waiting to hear this ham story because I have heard the little lines of ham out of context for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Somebody bring me some ham.
He has been preparing these since before we even went live.
I've been running around like an idiot for the last 2 weeks, rubbing my hands together, going, "Just you wait."
And I've been waiting. I've been waiting for the ham story.
Let's see. I think we got time for one more story here.
Single more.
And this one,
Papa, can you see? Papa, can you find me in the night?
Surgeons in the UK found 17 contact lenses in a 67-year-old patient's eye.
Oh, no! This is so not what I thought the context for that line was going to be.
A subsequent examination found further 10 lenses, bringing the total number of contact lenses in her eye up to 27.
Oh, God, I hate these stories. They're so gross.
Rupal Morharia, a specialist trainee ophthalmologist who found the contacts, told Optometry Today, "It was such a large mass. All the 17 contact lenses were stuck together. We were really surprised the patient didn't notice because it would cause quite a lot of irritation while it was sitting there." The patient was scheduled for cataract surgery, but the operation was postponed following this discovery. The woman had been wearing monthly disposable contact lenses for the past 35 years, but had not visited an optometrist for regular checkups. She simply attributed the discomfort to dryness and old age.
That's so bad. Especially because, like, I've seen the, like, images of when you get chunks of, like, contacts in your eyes.
Yeah.
So I can just perfectly visualize it, and it's not pretty.
Well, I have to ask, where did she think they were going?
I don't.
Did she think they were just like, Listerine tabs and just dissolving in her eye?
I don't know. That's so bad. I mean, like, maybe if you were like, oh, it's like monthly contacts, maybe they just dissolve, and that's why I need to have new ones.
Well, I just have this mental picture of, like, those toddlers you see with an Xbox just cramming disc after disc into it because they think that's how it works. And so...
Because they think putting one in means it's just in there now, and it's good. And
yeah, out of sight, out of mind. They don't have that object permanence thing. So for 35 years, she was just popping them in there.
Ugh.
Now, that actually kind of raises an interesting question, though.
Yes.
If she's been using these disposable lenses for 35 years, and these are 27 lenses, I mean, that comes out to less than one pair of lenses per year, which makes me think that she had probably, as you said, been using them monthly. So she was taking them out at some point, but she apparently wasn't paying attention to where they went after they went in and just disappeared. That's too bizarre. That follows that weird apathy with the school district of those lunch ladies.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, $500,000, that's gone. This lady's like, oh, well, my contact lenses, they're gone.
They're gone.
I guess
maybe she thought they fell out? Or I don't...
I guess, but I mean, that would still be unusual for people to lose both lenses at the same time.
Yeah, or maybe she, like... I don't know. That's so weird to think about.
You know, maybe she wasn't taking them out at all, and every time one would slide up into her eye, she would just apply a new one.
Maybe. That's also another.
I'm not happy.
Do you
want
to hear the context behind what I thought that was gonna be for?
Yes, absolutely.
Kind of. I essentially thought it was gonna be like a child like was playing hide and seek, and then like just like stayed there for like months or something. Not months, but you know, like they were playing hide and seek and just stayed hiding for a really long period of time.
You know what? If they were that kid was, he was not gonna lose. He was gonna win exactly whatever it takes.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought it was gonna be for. Like, hey, this kid is great at hide and seek.
Well, we have just a couple minutes. Do you want to do one more just to get the taste of that one out of your mouth?
Sure.
Okay, because you don't look happy, and you know, Lord knows I don't want to leave you unhappy.
Oh, of course not. Ooh.
A flight out of Shanghai to Guangzhou, China was delayed for several hours after a superstitious passenger decided to throw a bunch of coins at the plane's engine. According to the report, the elderly woman was spotted on the tarmac throwing coins at the plane's engine while preparing to board China Southern Airlines flight CZ-380. Thankfully, another passenger spotted the 80-year-old woman and alerted the proper authorities. According to the cops, the woman threw the coins in order to pray for good luck. Police detained the woman, and 150 passengers were taken off the plane while the ground crew painstakingly retrieved the good luck charms.
Wow. 8
of the coins missed the engine, but 1 coin was lodged into the turbine.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing they caught it in time, because that would have been...
They wouldn't have caught it if that one passenger hadn't noticed.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that the one passenger noticed, because dang, like, that would have been a bad news story.
The plane eventually did take off, but was delayed by more than 5 hours thanks to the woman's coin toss.
Wow.
Now, she's 80. So some allowances have to be made because, I don't know her circumstances, so I don't want to make generalizations. I don't know if she was just superstitious,
but still,
if she was senile,
some.
if she'd ever flown on a plane before, if she'd ever seen a plane before.
No one knows.
But
I'm sure they know, but we don't know.
But I have to ask, what are her other habits? Like when she goes on a road trip, does she loosen the lug nuts for good luck? Does she toss silverware into her blender when making soup?
Or no, she tosses silverware into her microwave naturally.
Oh, just so that all the microwaves can tenderize the food a little bit easier if she puts in the
exactly.
Or
she puts the knife in the microwave so that when she spreads her butter, then it's nice and warm and it spreads very nicely.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
Yes, you might want to try that.
Ceramic butter? No, I'm not. Hang! I can't say this on the air because I don't want people to get this great idea I've got for ceramic butter knives.
Oh.
It's a microwave and then spread the butter with. Okay, I got that written down. Thank God nobody's gonna hear that. That's a good thing.
No one's gonna hear that. Nope.
Okay, it is 9:32. Once again, I'm Lunchbox here at Griffin Radio with my good friend DJ Supremus.
Heck yeah.
And we are going to let you go here with a little whoomp. There it is, because why the hell not?
Party people!
Ooh.